After the final project is complete, my digital artifact will only consist of 3 to 4 episodes. After the introductory video, I have now entered 3 episodes based solely around my analytical framework. An analytical framework is so important to have when conducting a textual analysis. Without it, the analysis and research can become very vague and broad. There are so many components to make up any media, therefore having a strong analytical framework can really narrow the analysis. To analyze the popular game Grand Theft Auto and the links it has to gun violence in America, I have selected an analytical framework that consists of 3 elements: formalism, media archaeology, and structuralism and post-structuralism. Formalism is the first element of the analytical framework. The dictionary concept meaning is that formalism is breaking down certain aspects of anything we do in life, including playing games and understanding decision making behind it. Formalism is to narrow into each factor that can change or influence our decision making as human beings. This is what I'm going to explore within Grand Theft Auto. I want to analyze language, music, character behavior to connect the dots to gun violence in America. What aspect exactly influences the players to think a certain way or act upon those thoughts? The second element to my analytical framework is media archaeology. Media archaeology is history behind media and why it's shaped into what it is today. What historical events shaped the way the game is formed technically, how the characters were built, etc., etc. For my analysis, I'm diving specifically into the foundation of how the characters were formed, why they were formed. Was it heavily influenced by gang violence at the time and when the game was made? Lastly, the third element of my analytical framework is structuralism. Structuralism is the things in media that influence our perception, more traditional things like colour and objects. The analysis of structuralism will come down to the game design, the colours, background, use of objects, or within the story. Why they use them, how it influences us as player without a second thought. Overall, these are 3 elements that make up my analytical framework and how I am using them in my podcast.